To South Africa briefly, the citizens there were out in full force recently to welcome the Volvo Ocean Race sailors who made their first stop in Cape Town in their race around the world.
The teams will be in Cape Town until December 10th when they continue their voyage around the world. Viewers, Carolyn has more.
Cape Town, South Africa welcomed the first team of the Volvo Ocean Race on November 26th as Telefonica was the first boat to cross the finish line for leg one of the race after 21 days and 5 hours at sea. Sailing fans crowded the port and cheered as Telefonica led the fleet. Skipper Iker Martinez from Spain and his crew stepped ashore to claim victory for the first leg of the race.
We're very happy. That's something very special for us.
The Volvo Ocean Race bills itself as featuring the best sailors in the world who push themselves to the limit of endurance in the most hostile oceans of the planet. 6 teams compete, each using the Volvo Open 70 racing yachts, the fastest monohull boats in the world. Over the next 9 months, the teams will stop at 10 ports and travel over 39,000 nautical miles around the globe. The teams started out in Alicante, Spain on October 29th and traveled the 6,500 nautical miles to the first port of call in Cape Town. Telefonica leads the race now with a total of 31 points. Camper came in second on Sunday morning, November 27th, after navigating high seas and winds. 2 days later, Groupama came in third after being challenged by both the lack of wind and then too much wind. Only 3 of the 6 teams completed the first leg of the race. Crew members explain how their search for wind determined their course.
Air goes up, water goes up, creating clouds. And these clouds, because of the temperature here and the temperature differentials, go way up into the sky. Way up. And when they get too far up, they decide to come down. They cool and come down.
The crew of Telefonica decided to head west out to sea in search of the wind that brought them to victory. Camper paid a high price for choosing the inshore option. When conditions changed, Camper changed course and headed west out to sea, but was unable to catch up. Camper skipper Chris Nicholson says he regrets his decision to hug the coast.
We had a few problems there, like a tactical situation where Puma Telefonica went to the west. I kind of think everyone was trying to get for the coast and we were getting there nicely, but in the end it was the wrong call, so we got out of there. And then since then, for 20 days, we've been playing catch up from that decision. So and we weren't able to make up that deficit.
The teams headed west toward the island of Fernando de Noronha off Brazil before heading back across the Atlantic on the final southern stretch. Pressure took his toll on the camper bowman, Mike Pamenter from South Africa. He was injured when the water washed him down the deck and smashed his face against the shrouds. Puma was in the lead earlier in the race, but lost its mast on November 21st.
Nobody was hurt, nobody's even close to hurt. And then some clear heroics from the crew. We'll live to fight another day, I promise you that.
Telefonica's team protected their lead by remaining on a southerly position for as long as possible. They achieved high speed by riding a western cold front weather system. Luck ran out for the camper team, who arrived at the cold front too late to ride it to Cape Town. Teams still have plenty of time to gain points during passage to the next 8 ports of call. The sailors will depart Cape Town on Sunday, December 11th for Abu Dhabi. Future ports of call include China, New Zealand, Brazil, the United States, Portugal, and France. The race concludes in Galway, Ireland on July 7th, 2012. The 10 ports of call will have in-port races where the public can get a front row seat to watch the speed and skill of the racing teams up close. Cape Town features in-port races on Saturday, December 10th. Carolyn Turner, VOA News.